Good day to you, folks of YouTube. I am your host, Vert343, and I'm back here today to talk to you about the role of the Throne Guy. Before we get started, I've got three quick things to mention. Number one, I'm not feeling too well. I have a bit of a sore throat, so sorry if I sound a bit off in this episode. Number two, a quick reminder to like, comment, and subscribe to see more from me. And thirdly, I'd like you to comment how you think I could improve my videos. If you've got the best suggestion out of all the ones in the comment section down below, I will throw you a shout out in my next video. This can be to your YouTube channel, Twitch channel, social media, whatever you want me to shout out within reason. So no casinos, please. So on to the actual topic of the video, the Throne Guy. We don't know that much about him. But I think I can make a solid case for why he is the one, the only, the Doomslayer. Let's start off by going over what we actually know about him. Firstly, we know for certain that he makes an appearance in the Doom Eternal E3 story trailer sitting on a throne, hence the name, in a place that looks to have been built by or for the Night Sentinels, as it features a statue of a Night Sentinel behind the throne, and a character somewhat reminiscent of the Slayer's mark on the throne itself. The only other appearance of him that we have seen so far is on the lithograph The Gift of Argent Energy. This lithograph features creatures reminiscent of but different to the Khan Makir, gifting something directly to the Throne Guy, while a group of Night Sentinels stand guard behind him with their swords drawn. The notable thing about both of these images is that in both of them he is shown wearing a piece of headgear that is not a helmet, but could be something along the lines of, say, a crown, alongside wearing some light-looking armour, much lighter than that of the Night Sentinels. The first and most obvious thing we can infer from this is that the Throne Guy is definitely affiliated with and likely leads the Night Sentinels, indicated by his unusual headgear, lighter armour, and being the one to contact the Gifters of Argent Energy, while the other Sentinels are standing there guarding him. Starting off with his position, being at the front of the Night Sentinels and leading them. This is a pretty good parallel to the end credits scene of Doom 2016, which shows the Doomslayer standing side by side with 4 Night Sentinels, standing at the front of them as if being their leader. The other obvious parallel is the headgear of the Throne Guy, matching up with the line from the first Slayer's Testament saying that the Slayer wore, and I quote, the crown of the Night Sentinels. The second thing to take a look at is how in the E3 trailer he is shown as wearing very little armour, while in the Gift of Argent Power lithograph he is shown as wearing much more armour. This is important because if you look closely at the styling of the armour, it is similar to that of the Doom 2016 Praetor suit, meaning that this ghost, which could be something along the lines of a hologram, is of the Doomslayer before he had his Praetor suit, when he still wore his quickly deteriorating UAC combat armour from Doom 64, which explains why although he is still wearing armour in the E3 trailer, he is wearing less of it, as parts of the combat armour have been destroyed in combat, with the holograph being that of just before Argent de Nerf fell. In the background of the picture accompanying the codex entry for the Doomslayer in Doom 2016, there are two important things to note. Firstly, the Slayer is wearing a suit that, although bearing resemblance to the Praetor suit, has some features, such as the helmet, that look nothing like the Doom 2016 Praetor suit, but instead look much more like the original Doom Guy's suit. Secondly, the background shows 2 separate Night Sentinels fighting alongside the Slayer, with their swords held high and a demon for each of them to kill. The last thing to note about this image is that the demons shown resemble the Barons of Hell and Hell Knights from Doom 1993 and Doom 2, but not the Barons of Hell and Hell Knights from Doom 2016, meaning this image likely takes place far in the past, potentially even in the First Age, in the first battle, when the shadows first lengthened and the first demons got bludgeoned to death. If this is the case, this clears up a lot of things and makes sense of quite a few things seen in Doom 2016. Firstly, it clears up the timeline of events, starting with Doom 3, which in this case is the first encounter, then Doom 1 and Doom 2 going over Doomguy saving the world. Following this comes Doom 64. Doom 64 is in this position because the Doomguy stays in hell, which leads to him discovering the Night Sentinels, Sentinel Prime, and Argent D'Nur. From this point onwards, the Sentinels revere him as the Hellwalker, the one man the demons fear, the only one who can stand alone against the hordes of the damned. Then comes the lithograph, the gift of Argent Energy, granting the Sentinels access to much more power to defend themselves and the Wraiths with. After this comes the betrayal, where the Doomguy gave up on his home in hopes of seeing his son again. Unwilling to bear this loss after losing Daisy in Doom 2 to the demons long before, of course this backfires spectacularly and the demons take over Argent D'Nur, causing the Slayer, the last surviving defender of Argent D'Nur, to go on a rampage. Cast out from his second home, without the one he sought to reclaim, and armed with but his crumbling combat armor and a sword, he charged into the damned, not to be seen for a very, very long time. After a while he gets armed with the Praetor suit, forged by a demon priest who holds no care for the ones he is betraying, effectively making the Slayer invulnerable. Finally, the demons lay a trap, almost crushing him under the Bloodkeep, taking the chance to imprison their worst nightmare. But he rises again, in Doom 2016 as Samuel Hayden calls upon the Slayer to annihilate the demons on Mars, which he happily obliges in doing, before returning to his previous rampage as shown in Doom Eternal. However, now redeemed in the eyes of those he betrayed. Besides confirming that the Doomguy is in fact the Doomslayer, it confirms that the Slayer does actually have ties to the Night Sentinels, and that it definitely isn't just happenstance that they work together. Not only this, but it even makes sense of some of the small inconsistencies in Doom 2016, such as the Praetor suit being depicted when the Doomslayer would have only been wearing his combat armor, which can be explained by the fact that the Praetor suit is just the updated version of the combat armor, and like with stories and the Bible, the exact details got lost in translation. Although it may seem like a bit of a stretch, I think this theory has some ground to stand on. Tell me what you think in the comments section down below. Thank you all for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and obliterate that bell icon to see more from me. I have been your host, Vert343, signing off. Peace out, gentlemen.